Micah Parsons is such a good prospect. There is no way that I see him fall into the 15th spot. What is up, everyone? It is Jake with Master Football here. Back at it again. Happy Monday. We are, what is that? We're a week in 3. I don't know. We're like 10, 11 days until the draft, okay? You don't come here for math. All right, so I was thinking about this. Now is the time of the season when every single time you hear a team talk, they're basically just trying to lie to you. So, oh, this person's going here, that person's going there. Oh, now Justin Fields is going to the Niners. Now it's Mac Jones. No, it's Mac Jones. No, we swear it's Mac Jones. Everything's back and forth. I do think that the cool thing about the scouting community is it's getting harder and harder to lie with the more eyes that you see on there. So a player runs a really fast 40, and a team that likes to have fast players picks him. Oh, he was the best player available. No, he fit your. You just wanted a guy who was fast. A team loses a right tackle in free agency, then you pick Isaiah Wilson like the Titans did. I made a video about that earlier. I mean, it just seems like, you're going, the cool thing about social media and the cool thing about all this kind of stuff is that you're starting to see more and more what people actually do behind closed doors as opposed to what they say they do behind closed doors. So I wanted to bring something up. So this is a pure guess. Now, this is a hypothesis, but essentially what it is there's one player out there that I just don't understand why people are having him go this late in the draft. When you look at the talent, when you look at the ability, I have a hard time moving him down the draft board other than people addressing needs. And again, you know how me, when it comes to addressing needs, I hate that kind of a situation. But that guy is Micah Parsons. So I've got a couple of articles here. So the first one is from PFF. It is 2021 linebacker superlatives, best blitzer, most versatile, best tackler, and more. So this article highlights 7 different aspects of who they think is the best this, who they think is the best that of all these players. Micah Parsons is 3 of them. So they had Micah Parsons as, he's the best taking on blocks. Again, when you see him in a couple of these plays, you see these clips right here. When people try and block him, they just get owned. Okay, he is such a freak athlete. So he's the best at taking on blocks. He's the best at blitzing. Okay, obviously he can take on blocks going forward or going backward. He's just that good of an athlete. He's that elite of a linebacker. He's best tackler. So basically, if he's moving forward, he is the best linebacker in this draft, bar none. It's not close. Conversation over. On to the next one. Okay, it's Micah Parsons. If you look at his stats too, it kind of shows that as well. So you come to his stats. The 2020 season, he sat out. He wanted to. He was an All-American his 2019 season, and he's just like, dude, a couple games, COVID, who knows what's going to happen. I was sitting out for the NFL draft. Obviously, you look at 2019. He had, 5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovered, 52 tackles, solo, 57 assisted, 109 tackles. He's just all over the field. When you read his draft profile, it says that as well. So his strengths is basically just jarring production from his freshman to sophomore season. He's sleek. He's well-defined frame. He's strong lower half. He is highly competitive, elite burst and speed, foot quickness, change the direction of a running back, can overcome mental mistakes with that explosive athleticism, size and strength to free himself from blocks. Look at this right here. Talented hunter when it blitzes or dial up. Athletic to handle man coverage duties. Again, they didn't say necessarily is that he's elite in coverage, but they said he has the athletic profile to do that. Gain instant depth dropping into coverage. His weaknesses are like, he needs to get solo tackles. He had too many assisted tackles. He runs himself out of the situation. Well, I do think that, that is the only thing about being a fast linebacker is that when you commit to something, you're so fast you can actually run yourself out of plays. He actually probably needs to slow down. But again, he is elite in all these areas, but at the same time, you're going to see what's going on right now with him is ridiculous. So I have Maurice Jones-Drew's mock here, and again, I see a commonality across many of these. So it's not necessarily I'm not pointing out Maurice Jones-Drew. I think what I'm doing is I'm looking across all these people, and they all kind of have the same situation. They have Micah Parsons kind of falling. I think that there is no way he falls this far in the draft. If you look at this right here, at the top of it makes a lot of sense. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Kyle Pitts, Penei Sewell. Then I think it starts to get into the spot. Jamar Chase, pick 7, Mac Jones. Oh, they traded up for that pick, so that's not going to be them. But I think that, That might be the Lions. I mean, and then you have the Panthers, then you have the football team, and then you have, that's a trade there, so trade with the Broncos. Patrick Surtain, again, no knock against these guys right here, but I do really feel like this is a Devin White type of a player. I mean, I look at him, and again, where they're going to have him fall down here, he's going to go below J.C. Horn, go below Jalen Phillips. No knock to those guys. 15 to the Detroit Lions. I think that they're projecting that trade for the Patriots to trade up to go get him. But I do not think he's just going to fall. I think that would be a perfect situation where everybody addresses their needs and this and that. But Micah Parsons is such a good prospect. There is no way that I see him fall into the 15th spot. Now, I know his biggest knocks are he hasn't played in a year, and he can run himself out of plays. But in terms of athleticism, blitzing ability, natural playmaking ability, intimidation, I mean, strength, speed, all that kind of stuff, he is off the charts. Now, he does play at linebacker, maybe weak side linebacker, something like that. Ooh, we're not really sure if he's going to be that, valuable of a player coming up. I think that he's the kind of guy where he is instant impact. He impacts the run and the pass. He can impact the pass dropping back. He can impact the pass going forward. He can stop the run regardless. He's the kind of guy where, gosh, he's just, some people are saying he might even be like a 3-4 outside linebacker, kind of a blitzer guy, type of guy. He is a great, fantastic prospect. I mean, apparently he ran a 4.3, like 9.40. Again, that might be hand time. We all know how that works. But there's no way I see him falling to the Detroit Lions here at 15. I know it'd be perfect because they were picked at 7, but I just don't see it at all. You have to convince me not. Here we are. It's one of the last videos before the draft. So we've got this week, we've got next week, and then we've got the draft. And I'll make my videos before the draft. Obviously, I am probably going to do something for the draft. Don't know what it is yet, but I'm definitely going to be having something out there for all you guys. So I will see you guys on Wednesday, and you have yourself a good week.